Apparently, a Fox News host came out and said that Trump's tariffs are going to make men more masculine, make United States men more masculine, that there is a crisis in men's masculinity right now, and these tariffs are really going to help men's masculinity. Sending the migrants back home, the immigrants back home, men are going to be able to, mow lawns and dig ditches and do all these tough, manly, masculine jobs, and that's gonna bring masculinity back. It's gonna stop the crisis in masculinity. Oh yeah, where have you been for the past 15 years? Okay, when masculinity has been under attack. Okay, a woman getting help from the government can't get help from the government if there's a male in the household. What does that do? It incentivizes women to not have men in the household. And what does that do? That destroys the family unit. Okay, what do we see everywhere we look? We see masculinity as being toxic. Okay, you look on billboards, masculinity is toxic. You look on the TV, masculinity is toxic. All those shows where men look dumb, they always make the men dumb. No matter what show, the men are dumb. The women are smart, the women are strong, but the men are dumb and weak and clueless. Okay, everywhere we look, movies, TV shows, the internet, everywhere we look, men are either toxically masculine, or portrayed as toxic masculinity, or they're dumbed down. Okay, it's everywhere we look. You think this news host thinks that just by having tariffs and sending immigrants back to their countries, oh, that's gonna fix the masculinity problem we have here in the West. Oh yeah, that's gonna completely 100% fix it. Yeah, come on. We need public perception, okay? When public perception is all masculinity is toxic, nothing is ever going to change, okay? And so when you see it everywhere you look, that's the public perception. People start believing it. Men are dumb, men are toxic, men are weak, men are clueless. It's like we need to change public perception. You can't just sit there and say, "Oh, well, the tariffs are going to let men dig ditches and mow lawns." It's not going to work on an individual basis. It's got to be public perception. Okay, like back in the 80s, when masculinity was cool. Okay, Rambo, Terminator. You got Bloodsport, the Kumite. Okay, USA. Okay, yes. That was when public perception of masculinity was like, yes, okay, save women, save children, save the country, okay? That is what is going to change the problem of masculinity that men face in this country today is public perception. The only way we can do that is by completely changing everything that we consume on a daily basis. Billboards, radio, TV, movies, internet, all that needs to be changed, complete overhaul. You can't just say, oh, the tariffs are going to solve the masculinity problem. Like, you are clueless, okay? Get with the program here. It's public perception. It needs to change. Masculinity, healthy masculinity is good, okay? But they're just labeling any kind of masculinity as toxic everywhere you look, okay? But healthy masculinity is good, A guy was, trying to mess with a girl on a bus, like, a couple months ago. And I confronted him. And I was like, yo, leave her alone, bro. And, it almost escalated. But, he ended up getting off the bus. And, if I wasn't there and everyone's so used to, masculinity's toxic, what would have happened? Who knows, But when you have healthy masculinity, men are going to step up when they need to step up to help those who are in need. Okay, so let's stop acting like these. This is like, oh, well, the tariffs are gonna help the masculinity problem, and let's start focusing on the real problem, which is public perception of masculinity. Okay, like it just blows my mind that these people are like, just ignore the past 15 years and it's just like, now we have a masculinity problem when it helps us. How can this help us? if we say that there's a masculinity problem in America? So anyway, point being, we need to focus on public perception and not, oh, these tariffs that only helps them. They just come out with this stuff when it helps them, but when it's actually to help everybody, they don't care. It's just like, this is going to help us, let's say it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this host on Fox News that was saying, oh, these tariffs are going to make men more masculine. Like, it's just, it's coming out of nowhere. It's just like, yeah, where have you been for the past 15 years? All of a sudden now you care about, the masculinity problem. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Take care. Have a good day. See you next time. Peace.